An MLB member named Junebug, real name Xavier Washington, was one of the people in the car, and he was shot 4 times in the back during this incident. Posted a vlog of themselves on YouTube in which they bragged about killing Baldy and snitched on themselves.
Snitched on they buff self.
Send his ass to Baldy world.
When we hit Baldy in his head, he was spinning.
Little Steve, real name Stephen McGee, was with multiple people walking down the 6,000 block of South Prairie Avenue when multiple MLB members popped out of an alley and began shooting at them. Scrap would go on to brag about killing Little Steve.
First time nigga, I killed their homie for that money, nigga. Oh,
was walking on King Drive when a gold-colored vehicle pulled up. A gunman hopped out of the car and shot him, then stood over him and continued to shoot him multiple times. During the dice game, an argument would break out, and an MLB member named Domo would pull out a gun and shoot Pyro to death.
These exotic boys, smoking exotic ops. You ain't heard about murder boys, we got exotic glocks. Tight to pull up real fast, with a lot of shots. Bitch, I'm feeling just like Mac, I got a lot of guap.
hold on, squad. Excusez-moi. I'm finna flame this loud up before we get into this video on Fun and Grade. I've been off a lot of thwanky lately. Up here chilling with the clouds now. You hear me? And I just want to let everybody know that honestly, if you ain't getting high, I don't know what the you doing. So don't thank me, folks. Don't thank me. Just, you know what I'm saying, vibe, shorty. Oh, bro. Yeah. Take that loud, shorty. Now, I bet, don't you feel better? Me too, nigga. Me too, nigga.
Chicago is so dangerous.
No, run it all the way back, shorty. Yeah.
The
Reverse.
reason why Chicago is so dangerous
Shut
is
up.
because there are dozens of different wars being fought on each side of the city.
No
There are
cap.
some gangs
Ain't
that
lie
are
about that
at
one. That's
war
one of the
with
reasons.
10 different oppositions. The subjects of today's video are involved in some of the bloodiest
one of the reasons.
and most publicized
And,
wars.
and the second reason is a lot bigger than a lot of niggas think it is. First of all, like, nigga, you see these 5 people in this video right here?
Today's video
Let me
are
show y'all.
involved in some
You see all them people in that video? Every one of them know somebody that knows somebody that got a cousin from over here. They got a cousin from over there, so they cool with this nigga over there. It get deep in Chicago, and it's small. It's real small. Like, it's a big city, but it's small for like everybody. Like, you know.
of the bloodiest and most publicized wars in Chicago that shaped the drill scene as we see it today. The subjects of today's video are none other than MLB, and today we're going to be telling their story. But before we get into the video, please be sure to like and subscribe.
Eboy. I ain't never seen no video about nobody do no video of Eboy. Oh, hi.
From around the area of 56 in Michigan and Chicago. Their exact turf is large, ranging from 56th to 60th in state to Michigan. MLB is allied with STL,
It ain't that large, though.
051 Young Money, and Jarl City. They primarily beef with Front Street, Nico Gang, O Block,
now,
THF
yeah.
46,
Yeah.
Black Gate,
Yeah.
Shields, and
Yeah.
600. With
Yeah.
all of this conflict going on, the bullets would soon start flying.
Hold on, y'all, before we get back into the video, because we finna get right back into it. I gotta tell y'all about the Mula membership. The Mula membership is a website that I started a few years ago. Since I started this website, I have been able to put on so many of y'all, and I want you to be the next person to get put on. I'm gonna give you instructional videos, step-by-step instructions. I'm literally giving you lessons out weekly, daily, for you to understand these different categories. We talking about business, financial literacy, credit, crypto, we talking about stocks, we talking about Amazon, we talking about drop shipping, we talking about YouTube. I'm literally giving you the gems to be a boss, the gems to be a successful entrepreneur in 2023. So this is all you have to do. Click the link in the description, sign up right now for the low price of $50 a month, bro. $50 a month. You're gonna get access to a one-on-one help with me. You're gonna get access to my group chats where my experts worldwide work around the clock, 24/7, to make sure you have the best stock and crypto call-outs. That means all you gotta do is buy the same stocks and cryptos that I'm buying and make some of all this bread. Very simple, very easy. On bro, okay, stop waiting. Stop procrastinating. Click the first link in the description right now, especially if you want to be a boss. And if you dead serious, man, if you want to put that work in and get that money on, I'm talking about that easy money on, click that link in the description, shorty, right now, because we only got 2,000 spots, and I would hate to see you be missed out. Skate. Junebug. See, I don't know this story. These niggas older than me.
September 2nd, 2007, A group of MLB members
See,
were
2007.
driving in a car southbound on the 5600 block of Wabash when they noticed
Wabash,
that they were being
folks.
followed by a red Impala driven by a person nicknamed Cabbage. They tried to get away from him by running a red light, but Cabbage allegedly chased them down and shot up their car. Trying to escape and resist the gunfire, the MLB member's car collided with another vehicle, bringing them to a stop. An MLB member named Junebug, real name Xavier Washington, was one of the people in the car, and he was shot 4 times in the back during this incident. Junebug was transported
Was
to
he like
Stroger
that, though?
Hospital, where
Stroger?
he was pronounced dead
Yeah,
at just
ain't-
14 years old.
Probably ain't saving that
Cabbage, real name Julian Myers, was arrested and charged with this murder. I cannot find information on whether or not he was convicted or beat the case. MLB members would mourn the death of Junebug, while their ops would celebrate and diss him constantly for years.
Niggas ain't
on
really
end.
in the
Soon,
field.
MLB would find themselves wrapped up in one of the deadliest feuds in Chicago.
MLB. Baldy. Oh, they supposed to have killed Baldy? What? So yeah, these niggas older than me, y'all. So these niggas is probably like my homie them age. Like the homies I had, these niggas was like they age. But I know who Baldy is, but I never knew MLB did that though. I
On
never
July
heard. I never knew
27,
nothing about that.
2011, a 600 member named Baldy, real name Marcus London, was with another man on the 6000 block of South Prairie Avenue at about 12:55 a.m.
Prairie.
when they were ambushed by gunmen. Baldy was shot in the head, and the other man was shot in the ankle. Baldy was transported to Mount Sinai Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at just 19 years old. 600 took on the
he was
moniker
19.
Baldy World in his honor. Members of MLB were allegedly responsible for this murder. Baldy's death would take the
shout out
already
MLB. It was
existing
Baldy
feud
Day today.
between MLB and 600
MLB is
to
about
another
Bell Burger,
level
that's how you-
and lead to them killing each other back
Baldy
and
World,
forth.
we have been at
Members
that.
of MLB posted a vlog of themselves on YouTube in which they bragged about killing Baldy and snitched on themselves.
Stitch thought they both sell.
Send his ass to Baldy World.
When we hit Baldy in his head, shit was spinning. Gee.
His shit was spinning.
Dead looking like Baldy when we rolled up.
Stitch though they sell.
No one has ever been charged with this murder.
Nobody got charged. That's they killed Lil Steve too. See, I
Listen,
ain't know.
Baldy.
I knew. Always knew like 600. You know what I'm saying? Front Street, all them niggas. I always knew they was into it with MLB, but I ain't never know like MLB supposed to have, cause these is two prominent figures. Like Lil Steve. And if y'all don't know, this is Memo 600, brother. They look just like, don't they? Lil Steve and Baldy was like two prominent figures from 600 that they killed. So I ain't know that's what happened type shit. But it
Losing
makes sense though,
Baldy
cause
made
MLB
600
right.
hungry to
Yeah, that makes
catch
sense.
an
MLB right there.
member. One of MLB's most notorious members
Ain't that
was
fire?
a guy named Scrap. Scrap had a reputation in the streets for being a shooter and never backing down from anyone. As the beef was escalating, Scrap's family moved into a house right in 600's hood. An original 600 member named Tay Capone did a story time on YouTube in which he explained the crazy events that took place around this time. He explained that Scrap's father would go on the block and beg 600 members not to kill his son. All of that went out the window.
Yeah.
Baldy was killed.
After Baldy
The death
got
of
killed.
Baldy made 600 desperate to kill Scrap, but they can never catch him coming in or out of his house. Eventually, a 600 member named Little Steve got frustrated and decided to shoot Scrap's house up. No one was killed in this incident, but it made MLB target Little Steve.
Right.
On September 19th, 2011, Little Steve, real name Stephen McGee, was with multiple people walking down the 6000 block of South Prairie Avenue when multiple MLB members popped out of an alley and began shooting at them. Little Steve was fatally shot in the neck and was dead at just 15 years old. It is believed that
I don't know if
Scrap
that was Memo
allegedly
Big
the
Brother,
one
Memo
that
Big
fired
Brother
the
or Little
shots that
Brother.
killed Little Steve. Scrap was arrested and charged with this murder. He did some time in jail while awaiting trial, but he eventually beat the case and was let back out to the streets. After winning trial, Scrap would go on to brag about killing Little Steve.
Fuck this
and
nigga, I
MLB
killed
would
their
be
homie
linked
for that
to
money,
more
nigga.
murders.
Oh, Paton too.
On October 18th,
I think I knew they did that for
2011,
Paton though.
multiple O-Block members were hanging out on their block
Think I heard
when
that.
two men
I heard
wearing
that
dark
before.
colored clothing approached them. The two men opened fire on an O Block member by the name of Paton,
I
real
heard
name
that
Edward
before.
Riley. Paton was shot multiple times in the head, wrist, and chest. After
Head, wrist,
shooting
and chest,
Paton,
oh.
the men turned their attention to another O Block member named Oogie, who was only 15 years old at the time.
I
Oogie
think
was
he's the nigga
shot
that
in
told
the
a story
jaw,
about this
ear,
something like
and
that, right?
hand, but he luckily survived his injuries. Paton was taken to Stroger Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at just 20 years old. Years later, police documents would be released that identified an EBT member named Lil B as one of the two shooters in this
and they
incident.
did that with
It
Lil
is
B.
widely rumored that an MOB member named Beans was allegedly the second shooter in this
So
incident.
that's what they're trying to say.
Paton's
Okay.
cousin confirmed in a Facebook post that one of Paton's killers was dead and the other one was in prison for a different murder. Lil B was killed by the police in 2014.
They say Lil B
is
is
currently
crazy.
locked up for murder.
That's the Scrap. Oh, so they did
As
end
you
up
can
catching
tell
Scrap.
from the Little Steve situation,
Nah, Scrap
was
had
wild
to
in the
move.
streets
Bye.
and had a big
Time to go.
target on his back. He was the younger brother of a rapper named Ruga, and Ruga said in an interview that Scrap had been shot on 2 prior occasions the same week he died. Scrap was still recovering from being shot the second time, but he still wanted to leave the house. Ruga stated in the interview that the day of Scrap's death, he warned Scrap that jail or death was the only outcome for the way he was moving. Scrap responded and told Ruga that he saw his own death coming and that he knew he was gonna die soon. Died later that same day.
I ain't gonna
On
lie, that
June
be
7,
a lot of niggas be like that in the hood,
Scrap,
though.
real
A
name
lot of
Riley
niggas have
B,
told me, like, yeah, nigga, niggas have said that they know they finna die soon type. Like, niggas have said that, fool. And then shit have happened, like, not too long after. Like, some niggas just know, like, I don't know what it be. I don't know if it just be like, I don't know, bro. That be
walking
crazy,
the
though.
56th
I
block
give you
of South
chills, like,
Wabash
wicked.
when gunman pulled up and opened fire. Scrap was shot multiple times and pronounced dead on the scene at just 18 years old. MOB took on the moniker Scrap Gang in his honor. Fans online speculate that either members of 600 or members of Shields killed Scrap. However, no one has been charged for it. Regardless, losing
I don't
Scrap
think we
made
can.
MOB
I ain't gonna
even
say
more
that. I ain't gonna say
bloodthirsty
that,
on the
but
streets.
I already kind of know. Oh, they supposed to have killed Lil Boo too.
On April 3rd, 2015, one of 600's top alleged shooters named Little Boo, real name Jerome Anderson, was walking on King Drive when a gold-colored vehicle pulled up. A gunman hopped out of the car and shot him, then stood over him and continued to shoot him multiple times. Little Boo was taken to Northwestern Memorial Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at just 22 years old. It is widely believed
That's
that
crazy.
members of MOB
What year this
and
was?
051 were allegedly responsible for his
MOB
death.
and 051. That makes sense.
On July 21st, 2015, a 600 member named Stello was driving a 2012
I ain't never heard
gray
Stello
Dodge
name
Charger
before.
southbound on State Street when a group of unknown offenders started shooting at him from the sidewalk. Then, a red vehicle pulled up and someone exited the red vehicle, then started shooting at Stello as well. Stella was riding in the car with another person, and that person shot back at the offenders. In the commotion, Stella was shot in the head. Responding officers pronounced him dead on the scene after discovering him in the driver's seat. Stella, real name Cass Singleton, was just 26 years old. It is believed that MOB was responsible for this murder. An MOB member named Eboy, real name Eric Banks, is listed as the primary offender on the official murder report for Stello's death. A 600 member named 600 Breezy recently stated in an interview with No Jumper that the ops were false claiming Stello's death and that the person that shot back at Stello's attackers killed Stello by mistake. About a year later, MOB would take a big loss of their own. On June 13th, 2016, a known shooter
Rico
from
Reckless.
MOB named Babay,
Look like
real name Jordan
Rico
Liggins,
Reckless from Wooga
was
World,
sitting
so
in a car in the 6500 block of South Ross Avenue when a gunman shot him multiple times in the head. Babay was pronounced dead at the scene at just 18 years old. Babay was rumored to have been one of the gunmen in Stello's death, so this could have put a target on his back. No one has been charged with his murder. Following Babay's death, MOB would create another enemy.
Pyro
On May
too. I ain't gonna lie, MOB
26th,
into it with every BD in Chicago. Any nigga that's cool with, if you feel me, like, any nigga that's cool with 600 O block now, like,
real name Kevin Larry, was in the
anybody that's even on that side, I feel like
playing dice with members of MOB. During the dice game, an argument would break out, and an MOB member named Domo would pull out a gun and shoot Pyro to death. Domo would eventually be arrested and charged with Pyro's death. Pyro was just 22 years old when he passed away. Domo, real name Dominic Greer, was sentenced to 50 years in prison for the death of Pyro.
The death of Eboy.
On September 21st, 2016, Eboy, real name Eric Banks, was walking down the street with another person in the 5700 block of South Wabash when a gunman hopped out of a car and chased him down and shot him multiple times.
Wabash.
Eboy was taken to Stroger Hospital in critical condition, where he was later pronounced dead at just 25 years old. A THF 46 member named
a lot of go down in
was
Stroger,
sentenced
man.
to 55 years in prison for this murder.
Who they said?
Said at just 25 years old. A THF 46 member named Gucci was sentenced to 55 years in prison for this murder. On May 22nd, 2017, an MOB member named Jamo, renamed Jamie Jones, was driving west in the 200 block of West 59th Street when someone in another vehicle opened fire, striking him in the chest, back,
bodies.
Jamo
Like,
was
this
taken to Stroger Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at just 27 years old. Members of 600 were allegedly responsible for his death.
Lakeside. They killed some niggas from Lakeside.
On June 30th, 2014, a 14-year-old Lakeside member named Luchi, real name Lucian Page, was walking on a sidewalk in Washington Park near South Wabash and 56 when a dark-colored sedan pulled up and someone inside opened fire. Luchi was shot multiple times and taken to Comer's Children's Hospital to be pronounced dead at just 14 years old.
Hey, 14?
According to the official murder report
like
that an Instagram user named Joka Ghost was able to obtain, an MOB member and rapper named Dusi is believed to be the person that killed him. It turns out that Luchi got into an altercation with Duski's little sister. Then Dusi decided to get into a fist fight with Luchi in response. Shortly after the fist fight, Dusi saw Luchi walking and decided to kill him. A woman on the scene
after the fist fight, he must have lost.
According to the
I ain't never heard of a nigga whoop a nigga and go get a gun and kill him. I'm just saying. So he must have got his beat by a 14-year-old. I don't know how old folks was, but
Dusi told someone that he killed Luchi, but that he felt bad about it after he found out how young Luchi was. Dusi would be killed just a little over 3 months later.
3 months later,
he was
that's
never
crazy.
charged for this.
That's what they be doing a lot of times. I ain't gonna lie.
On October 9th, 2018,
just wait for you to die.
Dusi the man, real name Venetrius Chris, was in the 5600 block of South Michigan Avenue when a brown vehicle pulled up and gunfire erupted from that vehicle. Dusi was shot in the head, and a woman near him was struck in her left foot. Both were taken to University of Chicago Medical Center, where Dusi was pronounced dead at just 25 years old. The woman survived her injuries. It's rumored that members of O Block and 600 were responsible. Members of MOB would take to social media to mourn Dusi's death and swear payback. Just 24 hours later, MOB would allegedly fulfill their promise. 24 hours after Dusi's death,
god 24 hours, nigga. Another body. You see how fast get like this be crazy,
Ramon
bro.
Devine was standing on a sidewalk at about 4:30 p.m. in the 200 block
I have all the way insane
Street, when a vehicle pulled up next to him and someone inside fired shots. Waldo was struck in the head and pronounced dead at the scene about 7 minutes later at just 22 years old. Members of MOB were allegedly responsible for this murder. They would take to social media and brag about how quickly they got payback for Dusi. Dusi's funeral would soon take place and chaos would ensue there.
Oh, most happened? Dusi funeral.
On October 22nd, 2018, Dusi's funeral was being held at Bethlehem Star Missionary Baptist Church when at around 12:10 p.m. 4 gunmen and hoodies pulled up and opened fire on the crowd outside. The crowd consisted of many STL and MLB members, and they returned fire to the shooters. In total, at least 6 people were shot.
I remember. I
but
think I
luckily
remember something
no one
about this. I
died.
don't know though.
A 25-year-old man was shot in the arm.
This be
A
having so much
27-year-old
like you
woman
don't even.
was shot in the leg and lower body. A 24-year-old man was shot in the leg. An 18-year-old man was shot, and a 23-year-old man was shot in the leg. A well-known STL
Nobody died though, right?
rapper named Luchi suffered the worst injuries
Oh, that was okay.
as he was shot in the head.
Okay, that makes sense.
He has since been able
So
to
that was at
recover.
Dusi funeral. That I didn't know. I never put them two together. I never put all these points together. So this is Dusi funeral that Luchi got shot in.
A
I never
well-known
knew that.
STL member and rapper named Luchi suffered the worst injuries from this situation as he was shot in the head. He has since been able to recover, but from interviews, you can tell that he is still dealing with some of the effects of his injuries. No one knows who is responsible for this shooting. People have alleged that O Block and 600 members were responsible, or even that members of 800 were responsible.
I ain't gonna let you.
as
I ain't gonna say
MLB
what I
killed
heard.
The beloved 800 member Pyro.
I ain't
No
gonna
one
say
has
what I
been
heard.
charged for this shooting.
I ain't gonna spread no rumor like that.
On September 19th, 2019, a known shooter from MLB named Killa K.I., real name Keith Lee, was standing on the street at about 11:24 p.m. in the 6000 block of South LaSalle Street when someone in a silver-colored SUV opened fire. He was shot multiple times in the head and body and was pronounced dead on the scene at just 29 years old. It is rumored that members of 600
See niggas 29
were
14 nigga.
responsible. However, this has never been confirmed. Man, Chicago
That's a lot of bodies.
crazier than anyone can even imagine.
And let me tell y'all something. If you think them all the bodies in that war, you highly mistaken. You highly mistaken. So many robberies, shootings, bodies dropped in that war that nobody know about except them niggas or like that. Like if this just about the they know about kinda a little bit. Like you feel me? And a lot of times this don't even be right for real. Most times it don't be right. Police don't be knowing what they talking about. You feel me? But when they do, nigga, what the was I even just saying? I'm so high, bro. We just gonna end the video. Oh, for the grade. What I was saying, I don't even know, bro. What I was saying. Saying goddamn about the bodies, yeah, on for the grade. Oh, for the grade though. Like a lot of niggas, a lot of bodies drop that motherfuckers ain't know about. A lot of happen that motherfuckers don't know about. You feel me? Unless you from MOB or you from 600 for real. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But rest in peace to everybody lost their life. That was a lot of bodies. Jesus Christ.